threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, partly cloudy for your Wednesday, a high of 95. A few clouds tonight, a low near 70. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high in the mid to upper 90s.
This report is sponsored by ParkWiz.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
The NFL is off to a wild start.
Touchdown pass number 508 for Aaron Rodgers.
And the new season lives on iHeartRadio.
Touchdown Denver.
Local stations bring you the action live.
Touchdown Chargers.
Plus, fantasy advice and expert analysis with the official NFL Podcast Network.
Everything you love about football is on the iHeartRadio app.
That's a jet touchdown.
Just search NFL to dive in.
Ready?
AM 1300 The Zone. Sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
Hey, yeah, I want to shoot, baby, shoot.
Ooh, how you doing, baby? No, not you. You, the bow-legged one. Yeah.
Two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. LeVar Arrington,
God.
Brady Quinn, Jonas Knox with you here. Coming up top of next hour, a little over 10 minutes from now, we are going to catch up with the old P, Petros Papadakis. He will be yours here on FSR. But right now, it is time for this.
There are some good things that happen, and there's some bad. And then there's some downright ugly things. It's time for Good, Bad, and Ugly.
All right, Lee, who's got what?
Well, as we do each and every Wednesday, we start with the good, and something I've been looking forward to all week is LeVar delivering those goods.
Oh man, it's been good football so far, if you ask me. Good to see some competition, some parity. I mean, I thought that there would be more blowouts than what there have been. It's just been pretty competitive. Like just seeing, New Orleans possibly get a dub, Indianapolis being undefeated, and obviously having the influence of their new owner out there helping with the play calling and the play sheets hitting to the game, the game plans. It just seems like it's been a pretty competitive year, and it's just fun to think that the Bears aren't a part of that. And, that's my good for the year. Yeah, there you go. That's because it's always good to see Jonas and how he reacts when the Bears are playing the way that they are right now.
Bears fan.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
that's my good.
Can't have that good without the bad. Brady, what was bad this week?
A lot of things. I mean, I could just go with the obvious. Notre Dame losing the final play with a egregious holding call that was missed. And I get it. You can't, it doesn't come down to one call. I'm sure there's other calls that were missed throughout the course of the game, but it felt bad. Didn't feel good. I'll tell you that much. I think I speak for everyone there in ND Nation, that 0-2 is not a good feeling. Not very comforting.
Dang. And from bad to worse, Jonas, what was ugly this week?
You not reading the rundown correctly
that's
and
right.
giving me ugly when it said that it was bad. I think that's just that's reprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's rude,
irreprehensible,
and that too. And then I think that it's just I look at this and I go, why would he put me in that position? Why would he put me in that spot?
That nerve.
Like can you not see what's in front of you? Similar to the judges in the Canelo Crawford fight who had the score 115-113. If you thought that was a 115-113 fight, you should be fired. That's my ugly, Lee.
You think to head fired.
I'm sorry.
So
that's crazy.
Well done. Did you lick the lid last night,
I don't
Lee?
even think irreprehensible.
No, I think I
a
need to.
word. Is that even a word?
I don't know. Who cares?
Who knows?
Fraudulent.
You're fraudulent, Lee.
I am dedicated. I am TNT.
With Team in Training, you will reach your best physical self so blood cancer patients can reach theirs. Change your life by joining a marathon, half marathon, triathlon, or a cycle event, and you'll change the lives of blood cancer patients.
I am committed. I am TNT.
After 600,000 participants and almost $1 billion raised for treatments, TNT has helped the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society make a significant impact in the advancement of blood cancer therapies that save lives every day.
I am making a difference. I am TNT.
Join TNT. Expand your circle of friends to be part of a very special community. Train with world-class trainers and have the chance to be part of the most exciting endurance sports events in the country. Or train on your own schedule with TNT Flex. Join TNT and fundraise while you train, and take part in getting us all closer to a world without blood cancers.
Join TNT now. Go to teamintraining.org.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
In San Marcos, a stalled vehicle has the right lane blocked off on I-35 northbound on Highway 80. There's still a crash from early morning on 183 northbound just after Highway 21. And checking out the drive on Mopac going northbound this morning, not seeing any slowdowns from Barton Springs over to 2222. It's about a 5-minute drive. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use express delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Field goal, end zone, interception.
What's up, kid?
Just trying to write a new commercial for audiovisual consultations. You know, football season is about to start.
Okay, so what have you got so far?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Football is awesome. Our installations are too.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting what I want.
Okay, how about my football lies over the ocean?
Boy.
Yeah, I guess I just don't really understand this sport. Like, think about hockey, a sport played by real men. Fights, no TV timeouts, and no flopping.
Yeah, that's why Audiovisual installs systems so that every customer feels like they're right there on the field.
People's love for football might be hard to understand, but ABC can tackle any residential or home improvement to get you ready for the big game.
Now you're getting it.
Ready for the halftime show?
What?
Hug your kids, laugh with strangers, and make love to whoever the hell you want.
Just call us at 255-8678. That's 512-255-8678.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Hump Day Game Plan edition of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We have some big matchups in college football. Tom Brady is in trouble. Not so much. Hardge spoke on Monday to the media. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman joins us at 7:34. We give our final grades out for what we thought we saw on UTEP. Big-time coaches crashed out and so much more. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion or get a chance to win a pair of tickets today, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. And if your name gets called, like a couple of people that I know, you might get some tickets and you might even be heard on air. We'll get into it. Yeah, we'll definitely get into it. But I want to hop in to this conversation about Tom Brady will be in the next segment, and so we'll dive all the way into it. But I want you to hear from Arch Manning. Through his time, everybody's been trying to figure out what's going on with Arch. Is it his arm? Is it his mental? Is it physical? Is it something else that's going on? Is it timing? And I want to get Mark's opinion on this after hearing this statement, because there's been a lot of discussion across the land about Arch Manning. Arch Manning went from a Heisman favorite to now his Heisman odds are 35-1 now. So he and DJ Lagway are going in a different direction when it comes to Heisman hype. And some of that obviously was not done by himself. It was the media believing in the last name and everything else that was going on without letting this young man get his footing, which I was trying to tell everybody, slow your roll. But here's Arch talking about the physical or the mental part.
Probably mental, to be honest. Like, I think I just need to go out there and play my game. I know the type of athlete, type of player I am. Just go cut it loose and have some fun, play ball.
Have you talked to anybody about it? I mean, is there anyone that's there to support you, I guess, from the mental aspect?
Yeah, I talked to Coach Stark yesterday. We had a really good talk, and then just leaning on my family and people in my close corner. Yeah, my faith, obviously.
So let me ask you this. There was something that he said in that conversation. He said, I just need to go out there and let it rip. I just need to go out there and just play. And this has been a discussion for a while because he doesn't seem to fit the traditional mold of what Coach Sark likes to do. Coach Sark has made this abundantly clear. I don't want to major in running my quarterback. But he's also said, my quarterback likes to get hit, and that's what really gets him going. So if Vince Young was told to do things a certain way.
Oh, good.
So what happens there? What did Vince say? What did Vince say? I finally had to go to Mac and just say, hey, just let me play.
He had to earn that, though.
I think
he had to earn it.
3 years in the system, how has he not earned it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
3 years in the system.
I'm looking at it the way you are right now.
Well,
like
I'm not the only
you
one.
gotta have fun.
Yeah.
And look at Baker Mayfield. If you hit Baker Mayfield,
it's on. It's
now.
ready to go.
Now I want to cut you.
Right.
Arch may have some of that. You see the way he celebrates with his team. You know, most quarterbacks, they throw the ball to the referee and then they, wave at the crowd. Arch runs straight to his team. Yeah.
Right.
He hits them with the thing, what they call it, the folks.
Yeah.
He hit them with the folks.
Yeah.
He need that. He want that interaction. So I think he want that physical style. He want that Cam Newton. He want that Vince Young. He want that Tebow action. If that's who he wants to be, then maybe the conversation needs to stop being about Arch. Who does the conversation have to be at that point?
Right.
It's about who creates the system around the quarterback. And Hardge, me and you and I are the only two radio hosts in this city and probably in America that told everybody last year, guys, pump your brakes. The guys played 2 games against not top 50 opponents.
Right.
Temper your expectations is the exact words I use. And you said, you need to let him marinate. Those are the terms that we use. What is marinating? Put a little season, let it stay for a little while so it can really absorb in. Arch ain't had time to marinate.
Right.
He haven't had time to let the offense become him. Because maybe it don't fit him. But they will find out over time. And we'll all find out over time, but it's going to take time.
Right. And we all can sit there in the heat of the action, and we understand, too, it's like, 10 incompletions? That's not good. I don't care how you ain't got to be running around to complete 1 pass out of those 10.
Hey, on that third, after that third incompletion, I'm going to be like, hey, man, you need to relax.
Yeah.
Hey, you call the play. Go out there and call the play.
Yeah,
I need you to relax and take ownership.
I'm just wondering if he's trying so hard to fit into what is asked of him instead of creating something that he's good at.
Mm-hmm.
And him being able to move around. And he's a big quarterback. He's not a little quarterback. So if he gets hit, it's not going to be like he was a thin one.
Right.
He's bigger than Quinn. He's bigger than some of the other quarterbacks that you might have had. And right now, do we just let Arch cook? You know what I'm saying? Do we give him that opportunity until he shows you, to your point, until he shows you can't handle that? Do we look at that in that instance until it's like, all right, man, you running a little bit too much now once you get out of the pocket?
No, every now and then you got to do a leak out. Like, just have the tackle block, have the guard pull around, and let Arch roll out and have protection on the rollout and have everybody down block. That guy trailing, the ball going to be gone already. He's just, you let him go just because you want to have Arch is running away from him. You want blockers to be where Arch needs them to be. That's who he is, I think. I think he's Cam Newton. I think he's Tebow, Vince Young. You see something about those 3 quarterbacks?
What?
They all won national championships.
Yep.
They all, Vince got the Heisman now. He should have won it when he had the time, but all 3 of them have Heismans.
Yeah, Vince don't have a Heisman.
Well, didn't Reggie Bush have to give his?
No, they didn't. Vince didn't take it either. Vince said, no, I don't.
Oh, he wouldn't take it.
It's Reggie's.
Well,
yeah, and Reggie ended up getting it back anyway. But the point being, sometimes you just got to let people go out and be who they are and fit what they are.
Fit who they are.
Yeah.
Scheme around them.
Well, Texas will be taking on Sam Houston State this weekend, and I got a chance to listen to the head coach, Phil Longo, yesterday on his media availability. He has a big-time relationship with Coach Sark and Kyle Flood.
So with regards to Sark, I do know Coach, but not personally. I mean, we talked some ball in the past, Coach Sark and Kyle Flood and myself. I know Kyle Flood extremely well. I have a tremendous amount of respect for both of them. I love the stuff Sark does on offense. I've studied his stuff for a long time, and I know it well. And Kyle Flood and I, before we knew we were on each other's schedule, talk, fairly regularly. We'll trade some ideas, and I'll call him from time to time. So I love what they do offensively, and I like what he does specifically from an outside the box standpoint, creativity wise.
And the interesting thing is, I didn't know this until yesterday during the press availability. He recruited Arch Manning for quite some time, but he also knows Arch's grandfather, Archie, because he was at Ole Miss. And this is an interesting take on it.
Well, I got to know Archie Manning, who, there's 3 or 4 people, and this isn't to slight anybody in my life, but there's 3 or 4 people, gentlemen, integrity-driven people that I know that are among the most sincere, respectful, respectable, impressive people I've met, my father being one of them. But I would tell you that out of the 4 or 5 people that I put in that category, Archie Manning is one of them. And he was extremely embracing when I arrived at Ole Miss, extremely supportive, gave us an opportunity to get to know him. I did get to know him. We talk on occasion now. We keep in touch. Everything from football to life and everything in between, including raising boys that in a football family, since I have a son now. And I've enjoyed all those conversations, and I know what that family's all about. I've met and I know Eli a little bit. I do not know Peyton. I've gotten to know Cooper through Arch and through that recruiting process a little bit. Always was a big fan of Arch coming out of high school. He truly is one of the better high school guys I've seen and had the pleasure of recruiting coming out of high school. And so I can't say I'm excited about coaching against him right now, but that's what's on the table for Saturday. And so that's the guy we're gearing up for.
Better get ready, because I think we've got a motivated Arch coming through, and I can't wait to see it. We're just getting started on the Hump Day Game Plan edition of the Morning Kickoff. Coming up next, Tom Brady conversation will not go away. We'll do a deeper dive into it. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman joins us at 7:34, and we'll close out the hour giving our final grades versus UTEP for this Texas football team. We're just getting started right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas football is back under the lights at DKR this Saturday, and Longhorns Game Day has all the pregame coverage you need. Join Mike Hardball, Hardge, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, live from Bevo Boulevard beginning at 4 p.m. as they talk Texas and Sam Houston, visit with special guests, and provide key injury updates. And don't miss Mark Henry's Hype Train, 4 to 6 p.m. live from Bevo Boulevard on 1300 The Zone.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 9:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Odoo.com traffic center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
In San Marcos, a stalled vehicle has the right lane blocked off on I-35 northbound and Highway 80. There's still a crash from early morning on 183 northbound just after Highway 21. And checking out the drive on Mopac going northbound this morning, not seeing any slowdowns from Barton Springs over to 2222. It's about a 5-minute drive. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This Longhorn Minute brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Texas took care of business in Austin, knocking off UTEP 27-10. It wasn't always pretty, but it was enough to move the Longhorns to 2-1 on the season. Arch Manning had his struggles through the air, just 114 yards passing with an interception, but he made plays when Texas needed it the most. Manning punched in 2 rushing touchdowns, one early and another one just before the half, giving the Horns control. The second half belonged to the defense and the special teams as Texas forced turnovers, bottled up the Miners' offense, and tacked on a pair of field goals before Manning finally connected on his long passing touchdown to seal the game. UTEP managed to score late, but it was too little, too late. Final score, Texas 27, UTEP 10. The Horns win ugly, but a win is a win, and now they look to take on Sam Houston State Saturday, 7 p.m. This Longhorn Minute brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Hardge here. Friday Night Lights in Texas are all about family pride and showing up strong. That's exactly what you'll find at Covert Chevy in Hutto. Right now, get $14,048 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST or $9,278 off of MSRP on a new all-electric 2025 Chevy Blazer EV-RS. Chevy strength, Texas tradition, family first. That's Covert Chevy right off of 79 in Hutto, Texas. CovertChevyHutto.com. Together, let's drive.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, long live Cowboys. Available at Cavender's.
iHeart presents
The police coming straight from the underground.
Ice Cube, bringing truth to power.
You know how we do.
Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour, 4 decades of attitude.
Before hip-hop, homies got shot.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included. So you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
You heard Longhorns baseball plays here. So does Longhorns football with the voice of Longhorns, Greg. We'll be down on Pico Boulevard this Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. up to network coverage right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Craig Way, Roger Wallace, and of course Will Matthews will bring you the game. Mark, I wanted to get into this conversation because we touched on it a little bit yesterday, and the news about Tom Brady and what Tom Brady is doing kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Me.
Well, a lot of people too. And the thing about it was, when the camera flashed on Tom Brady in the booth with the headset on, and then they continued to commentate on the fact that he was in the booth, it was like, okay, what in the world? Well, he's part owner. He's there in the owner capacity. Okay. We talked about it, the young lady who has now taken over the Indianapolis Colts. She's on the sideline. She's got a headset on. She's writing down plays, but she is not a commentator. Well, the news came out yesterday that Tom Brady did not violate any NFL rules by wearing a headset in the Las Vegas coaching booth on Monday night. But they also said the NFL said on Tuesday in the statement regarding Tom Brady, who works for Fox, is prohibited from going to a team facility for practices or production meetings. So he's not allowed to do any of that. So he can do pretty much whatever. There are no policies that prohibit an owner from sitting in the coach's booth or wearing a headset during the game. Brady was sitting in the booth in a capacity as a limited partner. All personnel sitting in the booths must abide by the policies that prohibit the use of electronic devices or other than league-issued equipment such as Microsoft Service tablet and sideline viewing system. So there was conversation about him meeting with Chip Kelly multiple times during the week, maybe once or twice, all these different things. So in a sense, the ire is the fact that it's bad optics for the league. It's very bad optics for the league. But the league also said that he's done nothing wrong. But to your point, you've been caught cheating twice. Therefore, you may be a cheater in those particular moments.
You know what? If he was sitting in the booth in the back or standing in the back of the press box like Jerry Jones always stands around in the back, melandering around, I'm not going to get into it. But if he was doing that, you know what? I'd be like, well, he's in his right to stand back there. He's one of the owners.
Yep.
But if you got a headset on and you're talking, who are you talking to with the headset on? The offense coordinator, or you're talking to telling people what you're seeing?
Right.
That's not fair. It's not. And I'm glad that they said, no, he shouldn't be in a production meeting. He shouldn't be at the presser when they're asking the coach. That you told me that yesterday.
Yep.
You was like, oh, they shouldn't say nothing. No, that they supposed. You even told me earlier yesterday that no, you have to be at those pressers or you're gonna get fined. Didn't you tell me that?
No, I don't think I told you that. But I said that it would be not smart of him not to be at those things. Because if he's gonna come out and talk about the game, he kind of needs to have it. But I also said he can watch his own film. That's what Brady does.
Right.
He can develop his own kind of what he sees on the film, all 22, and then he can create his own narrative. But a lot of times he can be away from the facility. He can be on a Zoom call, and he can have conversations. Like if he wanted to interview you and you were on the Chicago Bears, he would do it away from the facility. He would not be allowed to be on the premises. So if your PR or your SID for college students, but if your PR personnel says, hey, you need to be at this hotel to interview with Brady, you have the right to say yeah or no. And you have the right to, is it going to be a personal story or is it going to be about the game plan?
Well, I'm just glad that they said he can't be in the production meetings anymore.
Right.
And I'm glad that he can't be at the intermediate pressers.
Right.
Because Chicago is going to get asked by the media. So of course, the coaches are not going to tell them everything, but they give them something.
Well, here's the thing too. I mean, a lot of the information that we get when Texas is playing other people, we're not always like, that was the first interview that I was on with Phil Longo, the head coach of Sam Houston State. That was the first one I've been on like that as a visitor. Because most of the time you just got to go and look it up, and I have Marcus pull it up and then we can play it. But I'm not on those. So yesterday was the day that we were allowed to be on those. But I want you to hear from your guy, Marcus Spears, who, by the way, his daughter was just named Player of the Week and Freshman of the Week in the same week for University of Texas volleyball. She keeps balling. That's back-to-back weeks as Freshman of the Week. But she was Freshman of the Week and Player of the Week.
Hardge, next week, pencil her in.
Yeah, go ahead and put her
real
on.
good.
Yeah, just go ahead and put her on the map. But I want you to hear what he had to say as somebody that has actually been in this situation. Not as
I hate it. It's abhorrent for me, for his job. I love it for his team. You 5% owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Sit wherever the hell you want to sit at the game. If you want to be on the sideline with a headset on, Go be on the sideline with a headset.
The Colts owner is.
This should not happen with him being a commentator of NFL football games. It actually questions the integrity of the NFL. Now, teams have to be smart and not divulge information when he's on a call, because at some point the Raiders are going to play the teams that he's sitting in on these meetings. And I don't know if anybody knows, and you know this, there's information shared when you have these pre-production meetings for games. There's plans that coaches have. There's guys that they tell you to be on the lookout for how we'll use them. So I hate it from that standpoint, which is why the league tried to implement things prior to this becoming an issue with Tom Brady being part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Stephen A., so Jerry Jones go sit in on a Giants meeting because he about to call a game. Y'all good with it? No. So why are we? What's the difference?
Marcus, get that sound ready. Because when I say I'm right, I am right.
Oh, Lord.
I said,
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Because I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Hardge, you just said at these pressers, the coaches really should, if they see Brady in the room, don't say nothing.
Nothing.
And I would even bring it to the attention. I'd be like, hey, we're playing the Raiders next week. Mr. Brady is over there, so I'm going to decline answering that question. That's where you got to do it, because now it puts them on Front Street.
Just start yelling snitches get stitches when you walk in the room.
Snitch in the room. but yesterday,
he's an op.
I understand, because I helped produce before.
Right.
And I know what happens in the meetings, in the pre-meetings. I remember telling my wife, I said, did you know in basketball, they have a production meeting and the officials can say, hey, the game is too fast. We're going to get to a commercial. We need to tell the referees to call more fouls. They do that.
Yeah.
They control the game. That's why you see coaches going to the officials going, I don't know what's going on right now, because the eye in the sky is running the game.
Yep.
And that's why they have a line in Vegas. It can't be controlled. That's why this gambling rules are so hard, because people point shade. That's basically what Brady is doing. If you're allowing him to sit in these meetings, he can go and share information. It's not fair.
Yeah,
not fair.
They're making some adjustments.
People mad at me, Hardge. You're a
are.
Brady hater. No, I'm not. I'm fair. I quit doing an Olympic sport because they cheated.
Well, I don't think, maybe they are mad at you for that. Coming up next, we got Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman coming up next to talk all things Longhorns right here on a Hump Day Game Plan edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
2 left lanes are blocked off by a crash on I-35 southbound at Highway 290, causing a 5-minute backup from 183. There's also a crash on 183 southbound just after Duval Road that has the right lane blocked off, and a stalled vehicle in the right lane in San Marcos on I-35 northbound at Highway 80. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
N20628. Clogged drain or sewer lines? Call Abacus. Pipe, slab, or yard leaks? Call Abacus. Water leaks, toilet problems, any plumbing repairs? Abacus can do it all. Now, get the 49 mainline special. Only $49. Clean out access required. Abacus. You can count on us.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
At In-N-Out, we like to think of ourselves as the vintage muscle car of burgers. After all, both are handcrafted, made with an appreciation for every detail. One with the finest materials, the other with the freshest ingredients. And seeing either one brings a smile to your face. Muscle cars and double doubles are all American classics, and both are gone in seconds.
Need cash for a home project, big life event, or to pay off high-interest debt? Tap into your home's equity with the home equity loan from Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Use it for home improvements, debt consolidation, a wedding, tuition, or vacation with flexible terms up to 30 years. Fixed rates, no closing cost under $250,000, and no repayment penalties. This is money that works for you. Apply online today at atfcu.org. Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, helping you do more with your home. ATFCU is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 422857. Federally insured by NCUA.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
All right, the guys are at the game, so it's shopping time.
Ugh, I hate them all.
No, I mean JTV.
Jewelry television? I'm obsessed with their jewelry. Have you seen their artisan collections?
And the color gemstone jewelry, they have gemstones I've never seen anywhere else. Plus, they even have gifts for men.
Right now, new customers receive 25% off their first purchase of $50 or more when they visit jtv.com/radio.
Did you know they have more than 90,000 products?
Maybe the game will go into overtime.
Baker Mayfield led an 11-play 80-yard drive ending with Rachaad White's 2-yard touchdown run with 6 seconds left to give the Bucs the 2019 win over the Texans. Houston falls to 0-2. Cowboys starting center Cooper Beebe placed on short-term injured reserve with a high ankle sprain. Is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Zach Cole drove in 3 to help the Astros beat the Rangers in Houston. I'm Ron Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
I'm Dan. He's Ty.
Hello.
And we're the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast.
Tune in for previews, recaps, bits you won't hear anywhere else, and all the emotional support you need as a college football fan.
Join us all season long as we ride the roller coaster of this ridiculous sport.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast, and listen now.
We don't just love college football, Ty. We live it.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. It's Wednesday, so that can only mean one thing. Our guy, Danny Davis, an Austin American statesman, joins us. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. And Danny, we got into the conversation early in the show talking about Arch Manning, and is it a mental thing? Is it a physical thing? But the one thing that we've always tried to talk about is sometimes guys don't fit the mold, right? Like there are some guys that you just kind of let play. Cam Newton, Tim Tebow, or even Vince Young. If Vince Young had to be put into a box, maybe Vince Young isn't who he is. Is this something that we could possibly look at when it comes to Arch Manning and kind of letting him run around a little bit more until he can find his groove?
I guess. I mean, at this point, like Arch is 5 starts into his career. I just don't know what to make of his struggles. I don't really know what to make of the disappointment from the fans and the media about it. Like, I think at certain points we just gotta let these players grow up and figure it out. I mean, Steve has paid a ridiculous amount of money to figure this stuff out. Arch obviously has the pedigree. He has the he has the background. He's shown spurts in his past. I mean, that Mississippi State game still exists. Maybe you're just allowed to have a bad week against UTEP. I've had plenty of bad days in my life. He was fine against San Jose State. He wasn't good against Ohio State, but Ohio State's a pretty damn good team. Like at a certain point, obviously, we probably wouldn't have jobs if we weren't freaking out about stuff. But at a certain point, get back to me when he's struggling against Kentucky in October. Get back to me if he loses to Oklahoma. I think at a certain point, we don't need to be freaking out because he had a bad half against UTEP. He was a bad half. We're not going to sugarcoat it and act like it wasn't. But, a 21-year-old kid had a bad Saturday against UTEP. What are we doing here?
Danny, I've had some bad days too, unfortunately, but nothing is as severe as what we saw in front of a crowd where you have 10 incompletions in a row. The crowd is booing, and you still stick to the same plan. When is it a time for you to change the plan?
I mean, when you're playing someone that's better than UTEP, I mean, Mark, you could have been back there playing quarterback, and they would have eventually won that game. I don't understand what people necessarily expected Steve to do there. You want to throw out the entire game plan. They were winning at that point. They were going to win the game. You're not going to bench Arch Manning against UTEP and humiliate him like that. I mean, what exactly was the plan? I mean, they ran it a little bit more in the second half. They were pretty conservative with the play calling. I think Arch at one point really hadn't thrown the ball downfield until he whipped that. I think he whipped it to Ryan down the field and kind of had some frustration with that throw, got some frustrations out. But I mean, they were pretty conservative with what they were doing in the second half. But what exactly are you supposed to do? You're not going to bench the kid. You're not going to embarrass him against UTEP. Texas was going to win that game regardless of who was a quarterback. So I just don't know what exactly fans expected Steve to do, aside from kind of taking the air out of the ball, which is what they did in the second half.
Hardge and I are under the impression we definitely don't want Arch benched. We don't want Coach Sark to even consider anything like that. But what we do want is for the situation to meet where he is. And if running around and doing RPOs and sprint outs and sprint options are a better option for him, even though that's not the Coach Sark way, shouldn't you kind of acquiesce to what talent you have?
Yeah, and if that calls for more RPOs, more run plays for the quarterback, sure. But at the same time, once again, it's UTEP. Do you want to put your 5-star quarterback at risk for an unnecessary injury when you can just get by doing what they want? Now, let's also remember, this offensive line is just figuring itself out. This is a team that's down its 2 best running backs. Its wide receiving core is without Emmett Mosley. DeAndre Moore's hurt. Ryan Wingo's getting his stuff together. You have one receiver playing well. I mean, this whole entire offense needs to figure itself out. So I don't know if necessarily the best thing to do is put Arch out there running the ball and have some UTEP linebacker who is trying to get some good tape, bearing down on him when you have SEC play down the road. I mean, sometimes the best thing to do is just get into the locker room with a win, regardless of how ugly it is, and just move on to the next day. But if you struggle like that against Florida, yeah, you got to make adaptations for the games that actually matter. But it's not the biggest deal against UTEP.
That's what he said too. He's like, well, we got to win. Could have been worse. When Sark came to his presence. We're talking to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. You can follow him at _ Danny Davis. Let's flip to the other side of the ball. Leona Lafau has been very steady at that linebacker position. And I know that there's a lot of other big name guys that have done some things for the University of Texas, but that young man has been standing out all season. And I know going back to last season, he was one of the guys that everybody started to talk about. What do you think about him playing that linebacker position and what he brings to the table?
Yeah, I mean, Lianga was the guy that kind of emerged last year. He's kind of been steady. He doesn't have the star power of an Anthony Hill, but Texas obviously trusts him back there, and I think Texas just really likes that linebacking core that they have. Whether you have Anthony Hill, whether you have a Ty Anthony Smith, who's a guy who's kind of under the radar, but they talk about him enough. I mean, if you talk to any of the guys in the defense, Lianga and Ty Anthony, their names keep popping up and up, just because of the respect that they command within that defensive, those defensive players. So, yeah, I mean, Lianga's had a good season so far. They're going to obviously need him to keep his play up, just so this isn't a one-man linebacking core with Anthony Hill. But if you have other guys stepping up, Steve was talking about how all those guys have a really good knack for knocking the ball loose and going after the football, which we've seen throughout their careers. That's obviously a step in the right direction with this defense, which has been playing really, really well so far this season.
And one of the things that Coach Sark wanted to talk about as well was the emergence of Mason Shipley. We were trying to figure out who was going to be the guy to come in and make those kicks after what we saw with Bert Auburn last year, and it looks like they might have found their guy with Mason Shipley.
I mean, have they? Steve doesn't seem to trust him. I mean, Steve seems to refuse to go for field goals when it's a conventional field goal time. But sure, I mean, Mason, I think he's 3 for 3 this season. He's kind of that veteran presence. He comes from his brother kicked at Arkansas last year, and he obviously kicked at Texas State. We'll see him actually kicking let's see what happens when he has to kick in the swamp or when he has to kick at Georgia or kick in a hostile environment, because we really didn't get to see that aside from one extra point at Ohio State. So we'll see what happens when the pressure's a little bit more than a field goal against UTEP when you're just trying to get out of there with a win. But yeah, so far so good. You can see why Texas went out and got him in the portal, but the pressure is going to be ramped up a little bit more. Bert seemed to do pretty well when he was kicking against nobodies. It was the SEC championship game in the Peach Bowl that was the problem.
Yeah, you better get that figured out. Hopefully we get a chance to see what Mason Shipley can do in those type of ball games. As always, Danny, we appreciate you getting up with us, man, and look forward to hopefully a cleaner victory this weekend for the Texas Longhorns.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
See y'all later.
All right. There he is, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. When we come back, we'll give out our final grades against UTEP, and you'll get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Judas Priest and Alice Cooper right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas football is back under the lights at DKR this Saturday, and Longhorns Game Day has all the pregame coverage you need. Join Mike Hardball, Hardge, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, live from Bevo Boulevard beginning at 4 p.m. as they talk Texas and Sam Houston, visit with special guests, and provide key injury updates. And don't miss Mark Henry's Hype Train, 4 to 6 p.m. live from Bevo Boulevard on 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
2 left lanes are blocked off by a crash on I-35 southbound at Highway 290, causing a 5-minute backup from 183. There's also a crash on 183 southbound just after Duval Road that has the right lane blocked off, and a stalled vehicle in the right lane in San Marcos on I-35 northbound at Highway 80. I'm Jason Fostick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by ParkWiz.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
Are you thinking about getting a new car? You don't know where to go. You don't even know where to start. Well, it doesn't matter what kind of car you want. Apple Leasing can get it for you. And if you're looking to save 30 to 40% on monthly payments with reasonable terms, there's only one answer, and that is Apple Leasing. You can call them today at 346-9977. That's 9977. It's important that you know leasing is not renting. It's the smarter option for most people. And if you've listened to me at all for all these years and haven't reached out, it's time to do it. Call them today at 512-346-9977. That's 512-346-9977. Save 30 to 40% on monthly payments when you lease from Apple Leasing. I've leased cars from them for over 20 years, and I highly recommend you do too. The number again is 512-346-9977.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
iHeart presents The Police Coming. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour. Taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th.
Straight out of Compton is a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. It's the Craig Way Show with Craig Way and Cameron Parker. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Stuff by Danny Davis of the Austin American States. Follow him at _ David Davis. I want to get on to giving you an opportunity to win a pair of tickets. That's right, you get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Alice Cooper and Judas Priest October the 25th at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater. That's where they had Lil Wayne last night. All you got to do is get over to the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone by AM 1300 Zone and leave the keyword today. Cooper. Cooper is your keyword for a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Alice Cooper and Judas Priest October the 25th at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater. Make sure you're listening to the presentation this afternoon. Happy belated birthday to Craig. Yesterday was his birthday. He'll give you a chance to win a pair of tickets, of course, preview all things Texas Longhorns. For the Texas Longhorns. We want to get into the grades. Grades will be given out for what we saw this past week. I know it's been tough for a lot of people trying to figure out what to make of this team. All the conversation goes back to this team and okay, it's not looking clean. What can we do differently? What can Coach Sark do? By the way, he's forgotten more football than we'll ever know. But you do mean that you got to get everything done. So, Mark, I want to give you an opportunity to give out your grades for what you saw this past week.
Hardge, you know that I'm very tough. So I'm gonna give these grades, but I don't want to hear no troubles. Okay, let's go with quarterback. This past week, I'm gonna go C-.
Okay.
The running backs, I'll say B+. The freshman came in and he looked great, and he added to with a unit that lost the running back after one play, the lead running back after one play, and your other lead running back is already out.
Mm-hmm.
So a B+ is good. Wide receivers, I say B because they really couldn't get the ball in a place where you can actually see what they did. I thought they did the best they could do with what they had. Let's go to the defense. Defensive line, I'm gonna go B+. They made plays. They stayed in their lanes. They didn't get blown off the ball. B+. No big giant glorious plays. So B+. Linebackers, B+. They ran the field sideline to sideline. They made tackles. They didn't miss tackles. They covered well outside of 2 or 3 times, but that's expected out of every defense. Defensive backs, B+. They made tackles. They stayed in front of their guys. They didn't get beat deep. They didn't give up big plays, no chunk plays. You had a freshman get an interception, like B+. Special teams, B+. When you needed a kick, you got one. The punting game, if you separated them, I would actually give the punting game an A. Because that guy, whoa, man, every team in college football would love to have him. That's my grades.
All right.
Do I have to grade coaching too?
No, you don't have to grade coaching, but you can do what you want, Mark.
No, I would give them a B+ because a lot of people were thinking that Coach Sark should pull or do something different. But you got to stick to your guns, and the fact that he's running vanilla shell stuff these last 2 games speaks to the fact that he's got stuff planned for the SEC. No motion plays, no trick plays. Like they're saving everything. So they're just working on the stuff that's to make their team better.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you basics. Mine is the offense gets a C because there was no flow. You had one part of it where the running game had to be heavily relied on. And to Danny's point, they're still trying to mesh on the offensive line. There were some plays that were being run that nobody was in front of them. Coach Sark talked about that, but you got to go find somebody to hit. And I thought the number, when you're a 41.5-point favorite and you're not even close to the number, that's a big problem. That is a problem that everyone on the offensive team needs to look at. Now, I know they don't play to the number, but your talent should have let you play to the number. So I'm going to give the offense a C. I'm going to give the defense an A because until late in the in the second half, they didn't move the ball. They didn't move the ball at all. They had a few moments here and there, but nothing significant enough that Texas should have been worried on the defensive side. On special teams, I'm going to give them an A. You talked about Boomeister and what he's been able to do as far as the punting game. He was part of the Ray Guy Club. The the Ray Guy punter of the week and continues to put up big numbers. I also wanted to look at Mason Shipley. Yes, Danny, I know that he hadn't made a big kick against those types of teams, but he hadn't been put out there in those types of teams. So when he gets that opportunity, he's been not clutch, but he's been accurate, and that's all you need. When we get an opportunity to kick a field goal, kick the field goal, take the points, but you got to be able to make that. So I will give the special teams an A. And I do want to give out a player of the game, and this is something that Texas has been talking about quite a bit. You start to look at the punt return and the kickoff return part of the game, those hidden yards that you can get in special teams. You were talking about the fact of what we saw on the punting, how he's been able to pin the opponents inside the 20 multiple times. That's a weapon. But also in those yards, you get the returns. Whenever you can bust one, you get a good return, good things happen. So I'm going to give a shout out to Ryan Niblett as my player of the game for getting an opportunity to get some returns and to show a little bit that, hey, Texas, because Coach talked about it. We've had chances to get big returns. We just haven't got them. Well, last week you got an opportunity to move the football in the return
I
game.
cannot wait to see him get more touches, whether it be the Savion Red type of situation where he can run it, he can catch it, you can line him up at wide receiver in the slot. Like, come on, man, I can't wait.
Yeah, he's a talented guy. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner, and we'll have more conversation as the SEC matchups for the weekend. We'll also talk NFL and what in the heck is going on with all these college football coaches. Meltdown City right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone. Everybody's got game day traditions. Some wear lucky socks, some won't move their chair. But let's be honest, the only tradition that really works is keeping Bud Light in the cooler. Because socks don't quench your thirst and chairs don't taste crisp and refreshing. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas football. Socks are optional, but great taste is not. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $100,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com. Together, let's drive.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Express Employment Professionals makes hiring really easy. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, being ghosted, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Move up to the pros with ExpressPros.com. With Express, you can lower contingent labor cost and reduce turnover. Every day, Express recruits and screens a variety of workers in your area. So when it is time to hire, they have the talent you need. You're ready to improve your hiring efficiency? Choose Express. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location nearest you. That's ExpressPros.com.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Looking for top quality permanent fencing for your home or business? Look no further than Viking Fence. With over 50 years of experience in Central Texas, Viking Fence delivers craftsmanship you can trust. Whether you need wood, iron, or a custom solution, Viking has the perfect fence to fit your needs. What sets Viking Fence apart? They source the finest quality Western red cedar lumber direct from the mill, the most durable and attractive fence material available. Plus, they offer 3 grades of fence pickets to meet every budget. So whether you want Viking to install your fence or you're taking on the project yourself, call Viking Fence today. They pride themselves on excellent work, outstanding service, and an honest reputation. Call 512-601-8911 for a free estimate. That's 512-601-8911. Or visit VikingFence.com/radio. That's VikingFence.com/radio for your free estimate today. When you think fence, think Viking.
America's #1 app for radio is iHeart. Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, plus the station you're listening to right now. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeart Radio app today. The #1 app for radio.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeart Radio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff, hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. And hour number 1, we got an opportunity to talk a lot about the Texas matchup against Sam Houston State. We also covered Tom Brady and the mess that is. We also gave out our grades and talked to our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. I want to get into the weekend because the SEC has some games that are being played that I think are going to be some important parts of the weekend. I know that you had some games on your mind this weekend. Big, what is it called? Big Noon Kickoff will be in Utah, as Utah will be hosting Texas Tech. This is a Big 12 matchup. This is an opportunity for Texas Tech to put themselves on the map. Utah is a tough opponent at home, but what Texas Tech has been able to do in the transfer portal, getting top quality players to come there, I think that is a big part of it. And I know I said SEC, but that game was one of the ones that I really wanted to focus on a little bit too. But as you look at the SEC and some of the matchups that are happening this weekend, that Oklahoma hosting Auburn is a big matchup in so many different ways. Auburn comes in as the number 22 ranked team, and Oklahoma is now the number 11 ranked team in college football. But you look at both of these teams and the changes that were made. John Mateer, the quarterback for Oklahoma, is almost to 1,000 yards passing already.
A dog, man.
He gets it. He moves around. He moves well in the pocket. He's done some great things. But then this is a homecoming for Jackson Arnold. Jackson Arnold, the former Oklahoma quarterback, now is doing well at Auburn. So you know he's going to have some type of feelings when he goes into Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium.
Man, you know, when you go back to the team that shunned you, they kind of they got rid of you in a way, you want to go and have your best day, or the pressure might be too big and the moment might get too tight for you. So let's see what Jackson Arnold's got. Hardge, I think that's a great reason for watching that game, but I think the other reason is they need to stay undefeated.
Yeah, both of them.
So, like, if Oklahoma can stay undefeated, and they can stay, and Texas can stay undefeated, and they go into the Cotton Bowl as the number 1 game in college football, win, and you go up in the top 3. I really do think that if Oklahoma beats Texas, which I really doubt is going to happen, they would go up in the top 5. And if Texas wins that beats Oklahoma after both being undefeated, they'll go back up in the top 3, top 5.
Well, they both got some tough games before that. So just like this Auburn matchup, what I've seen from Hugh Freeze and what he's been able to do with that offense, some of the athletes that they've been able to play with, that is something that a lot of folks are going to be tuned into. 2:30 on ABC. Tomorrow we'll give our predictions as we get ready for the weekend. Also, another game that I'm going to be paying attention to is the Missouri versus South Carolina game. South Carolina got punched in the face last week.
They need some get back
by Vanderbilt, and now they got to get back and get after Missouri, who is 3-0 and ranked number 23. Lenora Sellers got banged up last week. I haven't seen anything yet about his availability, but if he can come back out there and play, they're going to need him to be Superman Lenoris and not Clark Kent Lenoris.
Yeah, the guy that we saw last year that we thought would win the Heisman or be in the top 3.
Yeah, he's going to have to show up and produce on Saturday night, 6 o'clock ESPN. Also at 6 o'clock on ABC, the Florida Gators. My. Ooh. This is a team that has been going through
reeling.
Billy Napier is worried about his job. He got a little testy with the questions from the media this week as well. And Miami, the number 4 ranked team in the land.
What did he think was going to happen when he went to the press conference after that poor performance that they had?
I think it wasn't necessarily that he wasn't prepared for the press conference. I think the problem was the question that was asked in the tone in which the question was asked.
Did they ask him, Coach, you think you're going to be able to keep your job?
No, they didn't ask him about that.
What did they ask him?
They asked him about some players and was asking certain things. And he was like, do you think – he basically said, I think I know what I'm doing. Don't think that this guy's going to jump this guy or this guy. It was a little testy, and he even said it was a silly question. But the biggest question is DJ Lagway. Which DJ Lagway? I talked about Arch, and now he's 35-1 to win the Heisman. DJ Lagway is not far from him in that thought process because he has struggled, and he struggled mightily. He's got a tall task going up against the Miami Hurricanes, who are very physical, very fast.
Best offensive line in football.
And Carson Beck looks remarkable being in a different offense and a change of scenery, being able to be the quarterback
when
for Miami.
You can stand back there for 5 seconds is pretty – you can't help but do good because Carson Beck, he looked like he threw a shot put.
He's been throwing the ball well because he's got 809 yards passing right now. So 812 yards, passing right now. So that's going to be a big-time matchup. Also, I talked about the Texas Tech and Utah matchup. Another game that's kind of under the radar is SMU and TCU. Neither one of these teams are ranked, but that is going to be a big-time matchup as SMU and TCU will kick off at 11 a.m. on ESPN2. We also have Arizona State making the trip to Waco to take on the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears, after that first loss of the season against Auburn, where they were coming back, and if they would have had a little bit more time, I think they would have got Auburn. But Arizona State beat Texas State last weekend, and now they come to Waco and take on the Baylor Bears. The night game, Wyoming at Colorado. That game is at 9:15. I don't know if Deion even knows who's going to be a starting quarterback. He played 3 quarterbacks in one game. He played 1 quarterback in the last game, and he was the 3rd-string quarterback. So Deion is doing some really
he's doing the coaching thing. He's like, look, I'm gonna test y'all. I'm gonna play who I feel like deserve to play, and that's not always good strategy. You want to win the game, play to win the game. Herm Edwards.
Yeah.
But Deion is setting messages.
Well,
and sometimes you gotta discipline people and play with the person that does what you say.
Well, they're doing dial-up because they ain't getting their messages. So, because for them to go out there, Deion better figure out a way to get some wins. And them teachable moments can be at practice.
How about get the ball to your stars and You know, like
that's a novel concept.
It's a novel concept, but like they're not doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's different when you don't have Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders running your offense and just throwing the ball and letting somebody go get it. In the ACC, Syracuse travels to Clemson. That game is at noon. That's a big-time matchup as well. When you look at the Big Ten, you have Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan,
Nebraska
number 21.
is killing, man.
Exactly. Nebraska is locked in. I told you Matt Rule is one of the best coaches I've ever been around, and he is consistent with the messaging. Also, you have Illinois, the number 9 ranked team, traveling to Indiana, who has been very, very quiet this year. And people are not, they're obviously not sleeping on them, but this is a team that last year they were getting a lot of noise, but right now they just sitting in the weeds and just looking there and like, yeah, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. So we'll see how all these games end up playing out, but it's an exciting time for college football.
Do we have any sound of Dabo?
We do. That's when the coaches crash out at the end.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, there's
I'm not rushing.
That's what you call a segue.
Yeah.
A little tease.
We got plenty of Dabo sound for you because not only Dabo, there's a lot of other coaches that are going through some emotional situations this year that is very, very, very interesting on how they are playing it out. Because look, we are fortunate enough that for the last couple of years, this Texas football team has been playing at an elite level. Well, we've not been fortunate enough over the years before that was when every conversation was, what are we going to do? Is this guy getting fired? Who's the next coach? What is all this stuff? And now the pressure of being in the playoffs, trying to get to the playoffs, to win conferences, to be part of a successful program, the money that is out there, the temperature starts to heat up.
Would this fall into the champagne problems for if Texas has a season where they go 9-3?
Mark, you want to lose listeners?
I'm not
talk about 9-3.
No, I'm not. Listen, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't say that. That's what was going to happen.
What you're saying?
What? Like I'm done with you.
God,
I can't believe this.
You can't. Don't be.
Get my Michael Irvin home.
Don't put that out there.
Yeah, don't do it.
When we come back, we'll continue the conversations. You might even hear from Dabo, but you're definitely going to talk NFL right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas football is back under the lights at DKR this Saturday, and Longhorns Game Day has all the pregame coverage you need. Join Mike Hardball, Hardge, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, live from Bevo Boulevard, beginning at 4 p.m. as they talk Texas and Sam Houston, visit with special guests, and provide key injury updates. And don't miss Mark Henry's Hype Train, 4 to 6 p.m. live from Bevo Boulevard on 1300 The Zone.
The ultimate celebration of music.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is happening this Friday and Saturday.
Live in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. 16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And listen live on the free iHeartRadio app.
This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 9:30.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's reports of a crash heading westbound on Highway 290 around FM 973, causing about a 15-minute slowdown, some bumper-to-bumper traffic that starts from FM 1100. Looking onto the service road of 183 going southbound for an accident in Breaker Lane, but the earlier crash on I-35 southbound at 290 is gone. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
It's hot, it's humid, it's Texas. You know we're in for a long, hot summer. Nolan Ryan for American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Beat back the hot Texas sun once and for all with the cool, clean home comfort of American Standard. Consumer testing says American Standard is one of the best, but your family comfort means the most. It's that important, and it's what we do in Texas. Stay cool this summer. Peace of mind is everything in this business. Comfort the way you like it. AmericanStandardAir.com.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Shop simple. It doesn't get any easier. You're looking for a new Ford. You don't have time to spend hours at the dealership. So Riata Ford in Manor has made it simple. Pick yours at riataford.com. We can bring it to you for a home test drive. Once you determine it's perfect, you can arrange financing, value your trade, and sign all your paperwork digitally. Then simply tell us where and when you want to take delivery. Leif Johnson's Riata Ford in Manor has made buying a new Ford simple.
iHeart presents Ice Cube Truth to Power Tour, taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th.
Straight out of Compton is a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
We're live at Specs, where elite snack strategies are unfolding. This shopper just dove headfirst into the cheese section, barreling through the brie like he's got something to prove. Now he's eyeing that top shelf tequila. Does he have it? He does! Unbelievable! Specs selection, flawless. Specs savings, unstoppable. He's loading the cart like a man possessed, and it all started at Specs. Cheers to savings!
Coach Sark here. 1300 The Zone is your flagship home for the Texas Longhorns.
Coming up in the next segment, we will have the world's strongest take. So much more. Right now, I want to get into the NFL action starting tomorrow night. Speaking of tomorrow night, I will be at Austin Moon Tower Saloon down off of Man Shack to watch Thursday night football. Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins will be going head to head. And you're speaking of the Miami Dolphins. Oh my goodness. Marcus, since we're going to talk a little NFL football, can we please hear from Mike McDaniel and what is going on with his mindset
oh, dear God.
In these conversations? Because
to win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20.
What the hell did you just say?
What in the wide world of sports was my man just saying? Marcus, can you run that back again, please? Can you please run that back? Because
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20.
What? If you heard that,
and
you're the owner of the team, what do you say? What is your next call? What's your next move?
I don't
Do you
remember.
call the general manager, or do you call the coach and go, "What? Or coach, are you okay?"
Yeah, well, that's the first thing you say. You say, Coach,
That's what
are
I
you
would
okay?
do. I would call Coach McDaniel and say, "Coach, are you okay?
Do we need to talk?"
Because I don't want to see him ever again running on the field at practice, in the hallways, in his office, vaping.
Well, that ain't
it's
stopping.
a bad look.
That's not stopping. He's not stopping.
What is in that pen? Because he sound like Scooby-Doo. He sound like Shaggy. He sound high.
Well,
tell me he didn't sound high. I'm not putting it out.
He sounds like a dude that's awkwardly uncomfortable with the situation that he is in right now. He knows that his job is on the line. He looks like he hasn't been sleeping. He looks like he's going through it. And he looks like somebody that is stressed beyond all stress because he knows that he has to win, and he's going up against the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen.
Is that why he's leaning on that pen?
I mean, whatever it takes for him, I guess, but don't do the interview, because the interview, he could not make words, and he's a very intelligent human being. When you've talked to people, they talk about his intelligence. But right now, he is in a spot of disbelief because his team, when you try to play with your kids as they friends, it changes the dynamic of the respect level.
It does.
So this is somebody that is lacking respect in the locker room. And why do you think Jalen Ramsey wanted to go to a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Structure and winning.
And discipline. Yes.
And holding he don't have to keep his teammates accountable. The coach does.
There.
That.
And there is seemingly a disconnect when it comes to the Miami Dolphins.
You think that's why Tyreek Hill is having so much trouble in Miami, because he's used to structure where in Kansas City where
he's been there long enough that he could have been able to help structure this, but his track record ain't good either.
Well, he's not. I don't know if you look at Tyreek Hill and say he's a poster child for leadership.
No, he's not nobody. He's not anybody that you're going to lean on to say, all right, let this.
Tyreek Hill needs to go to a team like the Steelers or back to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Or with a dominant coach like, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Go to one of the Hardball coaches.
If Tyreek Hill is your guy, you're in trouble.
Big time trouble. But the other part of it is, too, when you look at what the Dolphins are, and you're in a must-win situation right now. You are in a must-win. And you're on a short week, and you're going up against the MVP and this team that looks to be getting stronger and stronger.
If they lose this game and they start off 0-3.
Bold prediction, he will be fired on Monday.
Hey, I'm with you.
He is going to be fired because it does not look like there is any solace of leadership in there. There's nothing that you can look at this team and say, all right, I believe that there's something there. There's nothing. I've watched them. I've watched them play 2 weekends in a row. They are a bad football team right now.
If you're going to be a bad team, go all the way bad. Get rid of the two guys that are the problem. Get rid of Tua and get rid of Tyreek Hill.
Well, I think Tua's going to get rid of himself if he gets hit one more time.
Stack yourself up with some. It'd be hard to get anything for Tua.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't want that problem.
Nobody's getting that leg lamp.
But I guarantee you, Cincinnati right now would be like
Christmas Story. Yeah, no. Their offensive line is worse.
Oh, that's true too.
Also, too cheap.
Yeah, they're not gonna spend.
They're not. No, they got to get somebody that's coming off the street selling insurance. So insurance, yeah, that's what they do. They gonna find somebody. Did you play quarterback when you were in middle school? You look like you could throw.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, one of those is going to happen. So
State Farm, y'all owe us.
So you start to look at that team and you understand that, okay, things aren't looking good for them. But then there are some other games that will be going on this weekend. The Dallas Cowboys will be taking on the Chicago Bears. And I want you to hear from Schottenheimer talking about what Dak has been doing with his confidence. He is one of those guys that every single week, and you start to look at the numbers, and I'll pull those numbers up for you, and what he does with this numbers and how he plays. Dak is playing at an elite level for all the quarterbacks in the NFL right now, and Schottenheimer talked about the confidence that Dak is playing with.
I mean, it just, that's developed over time, and that's Dak having confidence in CD. And, again, I say this all the time. When you watch a quarterback, and Babe, you could speak to this, watch their back foot. When their back foot is firm and loaded, or when they're taking tight hitches to the target, they're seeing things well and they're confident. When they're loose on their back foot, or they're kind of skidding through their drop and they're feeling things, or they're not sure, they're confused a little bit. And I would say his footwork grade over the past 2 weeks has been over 85%, which is really high. So I think it goes to his footwork and the fact he's just really confident right now. He's playing with confidence and he's playing firm on his back foot.
Through week 2, he has 549 yards passing, which is third in the NFL. He's got an 89.9 grade, which is second in the NFL. He's got an 88 passer grade, which is second in the NFL. He's got 9 big-time throws, which is first in the NFL. He's created 28 first downs, which is tied for second in the NFL. And he's got an 86.9 grade under pressure, which is second in the NFL. So as of right now, week 2, I understand, folks, it's a small
He'd be
sample
number
size.
1 if he'd have played like that in the first game.
He didn't play bad in the first game. CD kept dropping those passes. Those
That's
passes
true.
were on
That's
point.
true.
In the fourth quarter versus the Giants, fourth quarter and overtime, he was 15 of 20. He had 187 total yards. He had a touchdown, and he had a passer rating of 116.9. Look, he ain't the MVP, but he's battling some guys that when you look at the numbers and what they've been able to do, he's right up there with them. And if he can continue to play with confidence, and this weekend, the Cowboys take on the Bears, and the Bears team is probably one of the worst secondaries in football right now. If he can go out there and play well against them, then there's a lot more that is going to happen, and those numbers are going to continue to inflate. And I'm here for it.
I know you are. I have him as a quarterback in 2 leagues, so.
Now, look at you. Well, glowing up. Coming up next.
Haven't traded him yet.
Marcus?
Coming up next.
Come over there.
We've got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The traffic lights are out at the intersection of Highway 71 and Southwest Parkway. Go ahead and treat like an all-way stop if you're heading this direction. A crash and police investigation is on Pierce Lane at Highway 130. Avoid the area if you can. And there's also some stop-and-go speeds on I-35 northbound, making that drive from Onion Creek Parkway up to William Cannon. I'm Jason Foster with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Mark, somebody just drove off in my truck.
Or maybe you just can't tell which one's yours again.
Man, everybody's truck in Texas looks the same.
That's because you still got that basic license plate. No flavor, no style, no Hardge.
So what? I need a plate that says sexy hardball?
Please don't. The streets ain't ready for that, man. But yeah, you need myplace.com.
They got custom colors, design, and you could put almost anything on it.
Exactly. Mine says world's strongest driver. Nobody's touching that.
Boom. And I'll get the Zone MVP. Speaking of it, you use the promo code DAZONE and you'll save big time.
So quit losing your truck, quit being basic, and get a license plate that's actually you.
That's myplates.com, where your ride finally gets some personality.
Man, just don't get that sexy hardball plate you said you were going to get.
No promises, bro. Just make sure that you get over to myplates.com. That's myplates.com. Use the promo code DAZONE, and this is your opportunity to be different.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, partly cloudy for your Wednesday, a high of 95. A few clouds tonight, a low near 70. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high in the mid to upper 90s.
This report is sponsored by Thrivent.
Thrivent. Planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
The NFL is off to a wild start.
Touchdown pass number 508 for Aaron Rodgers.
And the new season lives on iHeartRadio.
Touchdown Denver.
Local stations bring you the action live.
Touchdown Chargers.
Plus, fantasy advice and expert analysis with the official NFL Podcast Network.
Everything you love about football is on the iHeartRadio app.
That's a jet. Touchdown!
Just search NFL to dive in.
Texas football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
You heard the beat drop, so you know what that means. Hall of Famer and world's strongest man. Mark Henry will bring you his world's strongest. Take it away,
Hard.
What's up?
You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest take by the world's strongest man. Marcus. Back then they didn't know me, but now I'm out there all on me. Oh, Hard, you gonna love my take today. Well, you're gonna not like the fact that Dak Prescott is not in it, but you're gonna love the fact that it's about our Cowboys. Oh man! For all the Cowboy fans out there, I just want to let y'all know that this take is for entertainment purposes. This is something that, I don't want y'all to go out there and get too excited and bet your mortgage on it. But the Cowboys are on the uptrend. And when I say that, I say the running game is what we thought it was going to be, but I think it's even more. The Marion Overshawn, guys, they say he may be a week away. A week away. In a defense that really, really needs him because the Boo Bird's out. The Cowboy fans are calling for Matt Eberflus to be out of there. They want him gone. He recently benched Maurice LaFleur, and he's the best sideline to sideline tackler on the team, with Overshawn being gone. They feel like because they can't cover the middle of the field is where they're having their biggest problem on defense, which means that Diggs is coming up and playing too close to the line and getting beat. Like all of these things. I'm not making excuses for Diggs. There's nobody that's a Cowboy fan that wants him traded, gone, more than me. I've never been a fan.
He's not lying, folks.
When he had 11 interceptions, I said that's the best he's going to get. Trade him now, because he will unlace your shoes. He will not come up and tackle nobody. And now you're getting beat deep. You're useless as a corner. But I'm not gonna make it about him. I'm making it about Coach Eberflus. He's got to go. But the good thing, guys, is the Cowboys on upswing. They have complimentary football for the first time. Oh my gosh, hard since maybe 4 years ago. It's been a while since they had a running attack like they had with Zeke and a passing attack like they had with Dez Bryant and Dak. And now the tight end position, I said before the season, if you are a fantasy football player, you need to get Fredrickson. He's showing up. Ferguson.
Yeah.
You need to get Ferguson because he is showing up. The Cowboys offense, if it continues to gel, they're going to have shootouts with everybody. In not just in the East, but everybody that they play. We predicted that they will win 9 games. Maybe 10 if they're lucky and everything works out right. But my take today is I am putting more stock in the Cowboy business. What say you?
Wow.
I'm pushing all my chips.
Oh my gosh.
To the middle of the table now.
I didn't need you to push them all the way in.
Why?
Because I needed you to still dangle on the outside where you were still not buying into it. You wasn't feeling the Crypt Keeper. I don't need
I still
you
don't
jumping
feel
in.
him.
You already tried to.
I want him, Eberflus, and Diggs all to take a trip together to some other franchise. I don't want none of them.
Yeah.
Can't win with them.
I understand that, man. I just look at this thing.
But the hope part.
Just use the mindset of being able to understand what this looks like. The ability to go into Chicago this week. And the Chicago Bears are a 1-point favorite right now. 1-point favorite. On the Cowboys on the road. And the reason why I believe that they're a favorite is because they don't believe that the Cowboys will travel. They don't believe that what we saw, to your point about the defense, Eberflus coming back to Chicago, the place that ran him out of there. Gotta go, player, gotta go. But the problem is, to your point, the defense is giving it up. Look, Russell Wilson thought he was back in Seattle because he had a deal. And now they throwing the ball deep and all these things Russ is now believing. 450.
That's nuts.
Our team, can they tackle Caleb Williams? Is this going to be a game where Caleb Williams is going to be able to run around and miss tackles, to your point about the linebacker not being there? This defense has to get better. And you talking about a shootout, that's because the defense ain't going to be able to stop nobody.
That's what I'm saying. You have to.
I'm just like, that is, again, there's always a give and take on one side of it or the other. This defense has to get better. The run stopping, awesome. But giving it up on the back end where you're throwing deep the whole game,
did you see
that's
that?
a problem. Another touchdown.
Aubrey just kicked the field goal.
That works for me too.
Already.
Yeah. I'm MVP.
As soon as he get off the bus.
Yes, he's a 3-point shooter. Literally.
They need to cover.
Yes. He's our trick shot. He's our ace in the hole. He's your one. He's day one. That's day one.
Have you seen any of the online videos of the fans talking about Aubrey?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been that much entertained over a kicker ever in the history of football.
People are ordering his jersey. Think about that. People are ordering his jersey because they believe that he is going to be the answer for this team. And to your point, I don't even understand how that's even possible. But
I don't either.
I enjoy it. Get us close, and when I by close, I mean 70 yards, and we got a chance to win the ball game. But I need
you say there's a chance.
But I need you to stay not bought in. I need you to be like, I need you to come in and be like, man, they won. Or, because when you come in, because I don't
you think I'm bad luck. See, the silence says everything. I am appalled right now at you, Michael Hardball Hard.
I have seen your picks for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I'm not very good at my picks, but this is my heart. My heart I'm talking about.
There he is.
I've cried before.
There he is, the world's strongest man, because gangsters cry too. Gangsters cry too. Right here on the morning kickoff. When we come back, we'll close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick on a hump day game day edition, game plan edition of the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Texas football is back under the lights at DKR this Saturday, and Longhorns Game Day has all the pregame coverage you need. Join Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, live from Bevo Boulevard beginning at 4 p.m. as they talk Texas and Sam Houston, visit with special guests, and provide key injury updates. And don't miss Mark Henry's Hype Train, 4 to 6 p.m. live from Bevo Boulevard on 1300 The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
The traffic lights are out at the intersection of Highway 71 and Southwest Parkway. Go ahead and treat it like an all-way stop if you're heading this direction. A crash and police investigation is on Pierce Lane at Highway 130. Avoid the area if you can. And there's also some stop-and-go speeds on I-35 northbound, making that drive from Onion Creek Parkway up to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fostick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs, from quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Get a quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Keeping score of your finances but missed the Bitcoin wagon? There's a second chance called Texitcoin. Score big at texitcoin.org. The Texas Longhorns improved to 2-1 with a 27-10 victory over UTEP this past Saturday that saw flashes of brilliance from quarterback Arch Manning and also flashes of inconsistency as head coach Steve Sarkisian is looking for Arch to trust his arm as well as his legs.
You try to get back to some things that you know he really likes that we've talked about all week long, and that we talked about Friday, that hey, I really like this. And then when that's not really hitting the way we want, then I've always kind of in my back pocket have this idea of I need to let him run, and I need to let him run around, and I need to let him start playing football. But I felt like he pressed some tonight. He knew he was missing some throws that I think he's comfortable making. And then, you start, skipping reads and scrambling and relying on his legs too much.
The Horns will stay in Austin hosting UTEP this Saturday. Get in early on the next big coin and extend your lead at texitcoin.com. This is an investment that carries risk. texitcoin.org.
Football season is here, people. Yes, Sirski. This is Pac-Man Jones. If you're trying to win this season, you got to get with BetOnline. We're talking the latest odds, player props, all in one space. Easy sign-up, best bonuses, lightning-fast payouts, and always first to market. BetOnline, the game started here.
Hey, Texas fans, Craig Way here. It's time to kick off your deck project with TimberTech. A real decking all-star, TimberTech is the #1 brand in premium decking. It delivers real wood looks without the costly maintenance, and it will never rot, warp, splinter, or peel. Plus, with industry-leading warranties, you know your deck will perform at the top of its game season after season. Take a look, and you'll be hooked. Order free samples online at timbertech.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $500,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com.
Henna Chevrolet will always stand by you.
Together, let's drive.
iHeart presents
The police coming straight from the underground.
Ice Cube, bringing truth to power.
You know how we do.
Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour, 4 decades of attitude.
Before hip-hop, homies got shot.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting saber-tooth zip ride or pan for gemstones. Take the wild cave tour or the hidden passages tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Uncork your favorites during Specs Whiskey Sale. Cheers to savings.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
What a great show we have had. We covered it all right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. If you missed any part of the show, get over to our podcast page on the iHeartRadio app or AM1300.com. Wherever you're listening to it, make sure you get in there and put us number one as your preset, and of course, put us number 2 as your podcast selection. Mark, we talked about the coaches crashing out, and the crash outs have been awesome.
Yeah, they have.
One of the crash outs that has happened is Dabo Swinney. He's getting a lot of conversation about his job, so to speak. So Dabo decided, hey man, if y'all ain't happy, get somebody else.
If they want me gone, if they tired of winning, they can send me on the way because that's all we've done is win. So if they tired of winning, we've won this league 8 out of the last 10 years. Is that not good? I'm just asking. Is that good? I don't know if that's good or not. To win your league 8 out of 10 years, to go to the playoffs 7 out of 10 years, to be in 4 national championships, win it twice. Yeah, we a little down right now. Take your shots, but I got a long memory in case y'all don't know. We'll be all right. We'll bounce back. This is a program built to last. Always has been. Always will be. And I would just say if you give up on us if you don't believe in us because we've lost 2 games down to the last straight and we're one, you didn't believe in us anyway, so it don't matter. You wasn't all in anyway. If you're all in, you burn the ships, man. There ain't no exit strategy. Like you're freaking all in. And hey, listen, I mean, if Clemson's tired of winning, they send me on my way, but I'm gonna go somewhere else and coach. I ain't going to the beach. Hell, I'm 55. I got a long way to go. Y'all gonna have to deal with me for a while. I got a long way to go. I'm just getting going. I'm just now good enough to be a head coach.
Dabo said, I'm just getting going. It's good enough to be a coach. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Hey, Hard, that was a wrestling promo.
That's what he is.
Oh, my gosh, that was so good. That was the best thing I heard all of yesterday.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait to get here today because I definitely wanted you to play that. Oh, my God, guys, I'm crying. Like, it's real tears coming out of my eyes.
I can go somewhere else.
He meant that.
He can go somewhere else.
He said, you mean win?
Yeah.
I mean, we went 4 times. We won 2.
Hey, don't get him going.
We down now. Take your shots. Take your shots.
Y'all
oh, my God, bro.
Y'all want me out of here? It's okay. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm young. 55 years old.
I'm just now getting qualified to be a head coach.
I'm just now getting my calluses. I'm in here. But I want you to hear Brian Kelly because Brian Kelly is the other one that I wanted you to hear.
Not so funny.
Brian Kelly was funny too because he was mad after the victory, and basically he's saying, y'all spoiled.
Want me to tell you, I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right, how about third down? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. What do you want from me? What do you want? Do you want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think you want to know why you can't run the ball.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need. You just need one. There's some ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question is so out of line.
Wasn't happy either.
Hey, he wasn't happy, but he was actually right. Like the way that the guy, I mean, what happened the last play of the game? It was like what, 20 yards?
They won the game on the running play and shut the game down.
Right, they shut the game down.
Yeah.
Like, so why are you punching him in the face? It's a hard SEC fight regardless. Any win you get in the SEC, it's a big deal. And coaches are a little spoiled and entitled, Coach. They are. They always have been.
Well, he's talking about the fans.
He's
talking about the fans and the reporters. He said that y'all are spoiled. Y'all are getting spoiled because you're used to certain things.
But who spoils? You have to spoil somebody. I tell my kids all the time, y'all have no idea how good y'all have it.
Well, that's basically what he's saying to them.
Yeah, the fans don't know how good they have it.
They've had it for years. Like, you've been enjoying opportunities to play extra games because your team has been good. You won national championships. And it's just like getting to the Super Bowl. Don't happen all the time. There's a lot of good teams, and there's a lot of parity in college athletics now because of it. Yes, we can all look at the University of Texas and think that they should be playing at this level against subpar opponents. I agree with that. But when you get ready to go into this SEC gauntlet, everybody's the same.
Yeah, you can't hold back then. But right now, I don't want them to have film every week of me doing all my stuff. Oh, this is how you stop it. No, I want the teams at the end of the season. Georgia and Arkansas and A&M are the teams that are going to benefit. Everybody else, y'all going to get a raw deal.
Yeah.
Because I'm not showing all my stuff.
It is a different look, and these coaches have been through a lot when it comes to the expectations of the fan bases, and no expectation is even holler than them when it comes to that. So exciting times. Tonight, I will be in Georgetown at the grand opening of the new HEB. That's right, folks. There's a new HEB opening up in Georgetown. 10110 RM 2338. It'll be myself, the Zone crew, and lifetime Longhorn and legend Quan Cosby will be with me from 4 to 5 signing autographs. I'll be there from 4 to 6. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace. Hardge here. Friday nights in Texas mean football, family, and tradition. At Cover Ford Hutto, we've got trucks that are built for it. Right now, take $8,250 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and $10,046,000 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-250s, excluding XL, XLT, and STX trim levels. See dealer for details. Friday Night Lights, family, Ford. That's Cover Ford and Hutto, right off of 79 in Hutto or online at coverfordhutto.com.
As a